What's up, everybody? Jamerus58 Gilliam here, coming at you with a special Atlanta Falcons video. And it's the off season, of course, but I've been Instagram scrolling as of late. And I want to share with y'all something that I saw on the IG. Now, I follow the Atlanta Falcons blue check. Um, I follow the blue check Atlanta Falcons page. And I just like to share something. I'm a defensive guy. I love defense. So, we as an Atlanta Falcons fan base is all caught up in the Matt Ryan worship, Matt Ryan hatred. Give it a rest, man. Matt Ryan plays offense. His job, and 10 other starters on that plays with him got one responsibility: put points on the board. We don't talk enough about the guys who's supposed to prevent the other squad, preventing the opposing team from preventing points. But I want to talk about a player who's been doing his job. He did it quite well. And this is why focusing on the trenches and getting some great talent on this team really matters to support the guy. And I'm talking about AJ Terrell. I've been Instagram scrolling, and AJ Terrell, I'm looking at all these PFF reporting stats that the Atlanta Falcons check page, and this is what I came across. This is really good. So AJ Terrell this past season, he went 13 games with fewer than 20 yards allowed. He's been checking wide receivers allowing 20 yards or less. Come on, man. Lowest passer rating allowed, 47.5. Fewest completion percentage allowed, 43.9. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all want to give the facts and the stats and the truth? Let's talk about defense for a change, y'all. Show some love to some defense. I know as an Atlanta Falcons fan base, we get frustrated. I'm a defensive guy. How do you think I feel? The defense in total been ranked somewhere dead last, bottom 10 of the league in almost in every category. But to have somebody like AJ Terrell, as young as he is, it makes sense is to get another cornerback on the other side helping them in the draft. That is, I mean, come on, man. I want to give y'all one more stat. I know stats are for losers. Come on, Coach Art. Stats is going to give you the idea of where the team is at and where the team should be going from there. The stats is supposed to be there to tell us where we are. And, I know stats will give you half of the story. So if you don't want to trust the stats, look at the games. How many times these quarterbacks has been targeting their wide receivers that AJ Terrell is checking? Come on, man. I want to give up one more PFF stat. So these are the list of wide receivers locked down by AJ Terrell. And y'all can look at more of this if y'all go to the Atlanta Falcons IG. But I want to share it off of here for real. Wide receivers locked down by AJ Terrell. Deebo Samuel, 0 yards. Jalen Waddle, he waddled away with 0 yards. Corey Davis, 0 yards. Marvin Jones Jr., 5 yards. Michael Gallup, 19 yards. Stephon Kenya-Dixit, 24 yards. This is impressive for a cornerback. This is the guy that you want on your squad. Like, AJ Terrell is it. You know, and the reason why I wanted to talk about AJ Terrell and is this. When we drafted him, he was getting heavy criticism. The Falcons front office was getting heavy criticism about drafting him because they too the negative fans and the sports media who like to talk trash about us is all caught up in a couple of plays where AJ Terrell bit on a double move and got burnt like toast. And they only showed what, about 2-3 highlights of him getting burned? But they don't want to show the other stuff that he was doing so well. That irritates me. Give these players a chance. There's a reason. We got scout teams out there for a reason. We got scouters. These scouters are going to these colleges, looking at the games, looking at the tapes, checking out the highlights, the lowlights, and everything else. They need these coaches that's coaching these potential NFL cornerbacks need the lowlights so they know what they're coaching up. They need the highlights to get them an ideal of where they want them in their system. So they tell the front office, they'll tell the GM, they'll tell the owner, they'll tell the president, hey, this guy could work for my system. These defensive-minded head coach and head coaches who trust in their defensive coordinators will relay that message and say, hey, Mr. So-and-so of the front office, I need that guy. If he's available when we're on the clock, get that guy. And that's exactly what happened when we picked him up. Get that guy. That's pretty much what Dan Quinn said. Get that guy. And everything will work. So, look, I'm all about the logo, not the player. Although Jesse Tuggle is my favorite Falcon of all time. But whoever's on our squad, whoever wear this on the side of their helmet, they get my full support. From the strong link to the weak link, and hopefully that they do good, that they have good games. So, 58 is here. Jamarus Gilliam out.